My name's Dave Cadeau. I'm the executive producer of the Ticats Audio Network. 21 years in the business, Canadian sports media. I've held all sorts of positions from producer to sportscaster, reporter, talk show host. And then in the summer, the Ticats gave me a call and they wanted to build an audio network and they wanted me to lead that project. And here we are today. I think that we're leading edge on where sports media is going. I see teams getting their message out, engaging their fan bases directly like we are as the way that things are going to go. And we're doing that. This is an underserved market in Hamilton. The passion for this team is incredible. To me, it's emblematic for being a Hamiltonian is the Hamilton Tiger Cats. And so the connection is real. And, you know, it's a direct pipeline now to the team for the fans. The game broadcast is the jewel in your crown. It's the shiny object, but really the network of podcasts is what keeps people coming back every single day. We're at the point now where we have 11 different episodes of content going out every week. We've got news information, Ticats Today. We've got league discussion, the CFL this week. We've got personality-driven shows like Moriali and Hitch and Task and Twos. And again, it's connection with the guys that played on this team, who starred on this team. The broadcast is really important. Everybody knows the broadcast, but it's about creating that everyday connection with your fan base, and that's through the network of shows.
I'm RJ Broadhead, play-by-play voice of the Hamilton Tiger Cats on the Ticats Audio Network. I've worked at Sportsnet for 21 years. Prior to that, I was in Saskatoon, worked at a global television station, worked at a small-town radio station in Rosetown, Saskatchewan, and that's what I kind of equate this job a little bit to. When you work at a national network, you don't work for the team. You have to be extremely unbiased. And being around the Tiger Cats, it's got that team atmosphere. It's nice to be part of the team. And with football, it's almost like 50 little games within a game. Every time the ball is snapped, it's a new play, it's a new game. I'll try to watch the formation develop before the snap. Then I'll try to follow the quarterback. So it's kind of binoculars, no binoculars. But obviously I want to be as quick as possible with who's throwing the ball, running the ball, catching the ball, who's making the tackles. So I try to call the play and make it as visually understanding for somebody listening to the game. And then with Luke, Andy, Mike Moriali, whoever's the color commentator, they get more in the meat and potatoes and nuts and bolts of the play and why it happened that way.
My name's Andy Fantus. I'm a former wide receiver in the CFL. I played 6 years here in Hamilton, and now I'm part of the Ticat Audio Network. I do the shouldering of the games, meaning the pregame, the halftime, and the postgame show. I love being part of the whole game day production and being able to watch the game and analyze it and kind of give my perspective. I didn't really think about doing it when I was a player, but I certainly had a lot of people that were supporting me along the way that said to me, you know, I think you'd be a great fit for that. I think you could transition really easily into that sort of side of things. Now that I am in the job, I certainly watch and listen to the games with a different set of glasses and set of ears.
My name is Jeff Giordad. I'm the statistician on the Ticats Audio Network, working with RJ and whoever's doing color with him. I used to do CFL stats for TSN and CBC. I stopped doing it to take a producer job with Sportsnet. And the last football game I ever did prior to this year was the 100th Grey Cup, so I always thought that was the perfect way to go out. And then RJ and I know each other from working at Sportsnet, and he reached out to me, asked me if I was interested, and I decided to come out of retirement. I thought it was too good to pass up. So it's nice to be back at the football field. I've always enjoyed CFL. I've done, you know, many Grey Cups over the years, and it's a good spot to be in again. I think the one thing for a play-by-play and a color guy with a stats person is to have a trust. That's the one big thing, is that if I'm going to give him a piece of information, it better be right. So with him being on the air at all times, I've got lots of little pieces of paper that I can just continually slide to him during the game. I try not to get it too number heavy, especially on radio, because they can just kind of all spew out at once. But the one thing I've really tried to focus with RJ is to give him trends that are happening throughout the game. And that's what I like, is to find that little piece of information that no one else will have during the broadcast. That's the thing that really kind of keeps me going throughout the game.
My name is Michael, and I am the broadcast tech. I build the scenes for the commercials as well as the backing tracks. I mix the audio for the broadcast from the announcers. What I do is I just build a stack of all the things that are going to run. Just click it to follow, and then I just hit the go button whenever I want to play that commercial, and it plays all of them in sequence. There is a slight delay between what goes on here and what goes on the Ticats.ca. It's probably a few seconds, but it's really, really quick.
I'm Louis B. I'm the host of Tiger Cats pregame, at the half, and postgame, and then I also host Ticats Today. I was working in Kelowna, and an old boss of mine told us that he was launching the sports station in Hamilton, and that became TSN 1150. You know, really got exposed to this market and was introduced to the Ticats and this team and this city, and you know, my time ended there, and I got an opportunity to kind of travel with One Soccer and did a bunch of stuff with them, but always had a love for this team and this organization, and there was a fit a couple months after that, and very happy to be a part of it now. So I kind of try to be the middleman between, like, okay, not dumb it down for us, but kind of explain it for the casual fan, and then, you know, obviously there's going to be some diehards, and I know the team a little bit better, and if I can just provide some sort of insights and analysis on what I've seen throughout the week at practice or, you know, from previous games, that's just kind of bridging the gap between fan and team, and I feel like that's kind of what I do.
Rob Hitchcock, formerly the Hamilton Ticats from 1995 until 2007. You still get goosebumps when you're on the field, and you know, part of my, you know, with the Ticats.ca here is to help out on the sidelines and just kind of give my analysis and what I see on the sidelines, what I'm seeing during the game. You know, I've got about 30 to 60 seconds to chat once every quarter, and sometimes they'll come down to me a little more if they see something. So it's just one of those things where, you know, I'm down there, I'm on the field, I played the game, I know what the players are going through, I know the feelings, and, you know, you hear the smack and the jarring back and forth, which is real fun, but yeah, it's one of the things you miss.